I'm afraid it's time to show you the realities of self-employment in the first year. Oh, yeah. So this is my QuickBooks, and yeah. Well, the good news is my deductions are up. That's gonna be great. Hey guys. Hello, chickies. How's the babies? Let me get that water out of there. Oh my goodness. I think a lot of times I get asked, you know, do you ever worry about making money? And yeah, like every day, every day. Right now, it's been very good throughout summer, throughout the fall. People commissioning me every week. I make good money just off of that. Commissions are a lot of work though, so I've been trying to build subscription models. I've pushed my Patreon a little bit this month, and that seems to be going really good. So I'm looking forward to what that's going to bring in 2025. But that's not immediate, and even making commissions isn't immediate. I've been doing this work for 20 years. I don't know. It's a long time, and I've been doing it consistently, for at least 10. And this past year, after a layoff, I was just like, I've got this book and I just want to do this book, and I knew that much, so I was just going to keep doing that until I either ran out of money or I got tired of it, which that honestly hasn't happened to me for years now. Sir, I need my X-Acto knife. I think two things can be discouraging in self-employment, and I think the biggest one is not having any money, and I think the second biggest one is probably running out of steam, possibly getting distracted on other things that aren't actually moving the needle. It's hard for me to say right now because Varolf is actually a book that I've been giving away for free for a year, since January, and having done that, there's a wonder in the back of my mind. Okay, I'm like, is anybody going to actually want to buy the collected edition now? I think they will, but it's been a challenge, and it's been a risk. It's a huge risk, but it's a risk that actually worked out well for me. I was laid off, so I got unemployment to kind of help. I'm very lucky. I, live in a house that's paid off, and I've made some decisions, thankfully, through my life to get largely debt-free. So there's not a lot that I have to worry about. Still, I mean, at the end of the day, I still have taxes to pay here. I've still got to pay the garbage collection service. I've still got to keep the lights on. It's you don't just pay off a house and then everything's free. It's a lot of work yet. And this is, a fairly big property, and we've got animals that need feeding, and we've got other things that need maintenance, vehicles, equipment, etc. It's a lot of work, and you worry. Like I said, I was lucky enough to get laid off, but that's not everybody. I think if you're going through this stuff and you're a creative person, right? You're going to have to get used to risk. You're going to have to get used to the idea of taking some chances. This was a more calculated kind of a thing with me. Maybe if I was, I just quit my job or something, I would, probably have put the book on hold, maybe. I don't know. But that I was given, basically 6 months of, not a ton of money, but it was a good enough amount, like I said, to keep me going in the situation that I'm in. it was worth the risk. It was worth seeing if I could build something from scratch. And if that's not comfortable to you, then that's okay. I stopped applying for my unemployment benefit. I guess I was slowly weaning off of it for since August. I haven't taken it for over a month now, and I was making enough in commissions to basically, I felt like it would be fraud if I said, I'm not making any money. My business right now is currently not making money because I actually took this year to market this book and to make this free book and put all this time into this book that's not bringing me money, with the hope that it eventually will. And that was the thing that I was willing to bet on. I guess that's the bet. Is it going to pay off in the end when it's done? In November, I want to do a Indiegogo campaign, and I've been talking with my suppliers, and it's a very reasonable amount what they quoted me. And it's a very good supplier. I've used them before. I've had friends recommend them, so I know that they'll make a quality product. Even so, I'm getting approved because I always get approved. But I think that it's going to pay off, at least pay for itself, which has been the model I've been running. I successfully did 2 campaigns this year that were both pre-funded. One for the first Far Wolf book, which, we sold a ton of, which was awesome. Those pre-orders were great. So I was very confident there was interest then. And as it usually goes in comics, there's a lull with the second and third issues, and any subsequent issues, until it's done. And the fourth one that I'm going to be doing here in October and finishing in November to finish this book, this whole story arc, therefore, it's going to be the signal that would say it's done and you can now read the whole story, and that will sometimes bring readers back in, and that's always cool. So I'm looking forward to getting it printed. Along with this, I've been working on stickers, merchandise, other things. Like I said, building up the Patreon and all kinds of stuff just to kind of get those channels going again. And it's worked really good. I've been very pleased. The merchandise will be sold at Mannheim Comic Convention, which is my last convention for the year. And even if we don't sell a lot there, that's going to be another reason that I want to do the Indiegogo in November. It will be a chance for me to see people in person and to remind them of the campaign and to get interest on the campaign. I might even have my proof by then so that I could show what they're going to be getting. That'd be nice. So yeah, the book will be done. It's just going to be how big are we going to print it to start, and that's what the crowdfunding's for. If that doesn't work, I've got other options that are even cheaper than that I've looked into. Print on demand is wonderful these days. It wasn't always the case, but you can get a whole solid paperback book printed now, print on demand style, which comes with some great prices. So there's that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what the rest of the year brings. This has been a crazy time. And if you're an artist and you're just starting out, or if you've been in it for a while, like I have, and you're still kind of like, oh, I don't know, it's okay. I think it's just part of how things grow. I've done this a few times with a bunch of different businesses, and you do have those mornings where you're like, oh my god, I'm in over my head. I didn't plan this out at all. I never should have done this. I should have just gotten a job and that's it. But for the most part, I don't feel that way. And I know what I have, and I've got a great story, and if nothing else, it's done and it's mine, and it's as good as I can make it. I no longer strive for perfection. I strive for really good. And if it's as good as I can make it and it's complete, that's pretty exceptional, considering a lot of things out there don't ever get completed. That's worlds ahead of most people. So if you can get something done, that's huge. That's how I feel.